U.S. President Donald Trump turned yet another White House gathering into a viral moment after breaking into his trademark dance moves, while First Lady Melania Trump appeared less than impressed. The awkward interaction unfolded during the annual White House Congressional Picnic on May 19th, where Trump and Melania welcomed lawmakers, cabinet members, and their families to the South Lawn. As guests mingled and music played, the 79-year-old president suddenly launched into his now famous dance routine, swaying side to side while pumping his fists in the air, a move often associated with his campaign rallies and performances to the Village People's YMCA. But it was Melania's reaction that quickly grabbed attention. Viral video circulating across social media shows the U.S. First Lady subtly reaching toward Trump as he danced, with many viewers interpreting the gesture as an attempt to stop him mid-routine. Melania's facial expression during the moment also fueled online speculation that she was uncomfortable with the performance. Critics wasted no time reacting, with one netizen commenting, "Melania reaching to stop him is growing on me as part of the dance," while others bluntly called the moment cringe. The reaction wasn't entirely surprising. Trump himself has previously admitted that Melania is not a fan of his dance moves. During remarks earlier this year at the John F. Kennedy Center in Washington, Trump performed the same dance before joking to the crowd, "My wife hates when I do this." He added that Melania considers the routine unpresidential before quipping, "But I did become president."
Terrible. I don't know if I'm happy about that or sad about that. But no, she had the #1 movie. You saw that, Melania. And then it was #1 streaming, and I said to her, "No family can have 2 stars." What do you think about that, Dr. Phil? No family can have 2 stars, Dr. Phil. This is not a good situation. I don't like it. Dr. Phil would tell me I'm right, but don't say it. No, she's done a great job, but she hates it when I do the thing on weightlifting. She says it's so unpresidential. And she hates when I dance, too, at the end, too. She hates when I dance to what's sometimes referred to as the gay national anthem. You know that. She hates it. You know, that song was #5 32 years ago, and it went to #1 32 years later. There's never been anything like it. It never hit #1. It was #5 32 years ago, and it went to #1 for months during the last months of the game. We love that song. But she goes, "Darling, please," you know, she's a very elegant woman. She goes, "Darling, please don't dance. It's not presidential." I said, "It may not be presidential, but I'm leading by 20 points in the poll, so something." But she particularly hates the image of me showing sweat and strain of the young woman trying to win the weightlifting contest against a group of women and one gentleman who decided to go on to the other side. He transferred to the other side. And transgender anyone? And she got up, and her mother was down there. Oh, her mother was so proud with the American flag, a little American flag, like, remember George Foreman, the great George Foreman, had that little tiny flag when he went. She had one of them too, and she was screaming for her child, who was a weightlifter, a real good one, and she got up, and she grabbed it. She grabbed it. Oz is a big physical fitness guy, and she got it. "Come on, baby, you can do it." The mother's screaming. The father didn't care because he doesn't believe that his daughter can beat the person that's coming up next. The father's saying there's no way she's beating that guy. So she gets up and she's ready. Now she's just got to do that fun. She's almost home. 1/8 of a pound more in each. 1/8, just a tiny little bit. Come on, darling. The mother's screaming like crazy. "Darling, I love you, darling. Mom, I can't do it." Well, couldn't do it. She failed. She was devastated. And then a young lady comes up, who was a young man just a little while ago. And he was actually a very poor, he was a weightlifter, but he was at one of the worst in the country. He was the lowest rung, about as low as you can get. So he transferred over to the other side, and he stood over that big barbell, and he looked at it. The guy could have lifted another 150 pounds. The whole thing is crazy, okay? But the Democrats want men to play in women's sports. And I won't go into swimming or anything else, but the whole thing is ridiculous.